This should be it. A little bit of a new issue. It's been a while something like that's happened, but I think we're getting from Zoom to YouTube, and we are live, I believe. Yeah. Hey, okay, cool. Hey, so check it out. Right now we are on a new live stream. So give me a quick minute and we're gonna redirect people who are waiting on the other one, on the previous one I set up to this new one, just so people can find us. New live stream.
It's good to be
Link.
found.
There we go. Yeah. Some weird things anyway. That's life for you, you know. But we find a way, just a little bit of delay, but again, we found a way through here. Welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome back to our Monday night online mic. My name is Richie David Marrufo. I'll be your MC and host, or at least halfway through the show. I am the project director of the Barbed Wire Open Mic Series here in El Paso, Texas. And this online mic we've been doing since April of 2020, and we've yet to miss a Monday since. In that time, we've been able to connect with people not only in our region, but from all over the country, all over the world. You'll get to see that tonight. So if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. This is like any other open mic. If you want to perform, all you have to do is sign up, and the link to sign up will be in the description. Right now, it's not, because this is like a emergency last minute new stream. So while people are performing, I'll be updating the info. Eventually, the link to sign up will be in the description, as well as other helpful links. But if you are in the El Paso area, I do encourage you to check out our other open mics that we do have in the El Paso area. Every Tuesday we are downtown on San Antonio Street. We alternate between a trio of bars: Mona Bar, Rosewood, and Brunette Lounge, which is their underground basement venue. Each has its own charm. You know, this week we are going to be at Mona Bar of Modern Art. That is, I think, our last open mic that's kind of open to anything, including comedy. But we don't really get a whole lot of comedians. It's a lot of music. Tuesdays I think are very music heavy, but we've been getting a lot of poets as well. So if you're free, come on through. Sign up for those. Start at 8 p.m. The show starts after 9. It is, as you can tell, a late show. This Wednesday, we're going to be at Proof and Press for our Writers' Night. That starts with a writing workshop from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. What we do is we workshop each other's pieces. We might start with a little bit of generative writing to warm up, but it's like writing for like 6 minutes, you know. Some people might share what they wrote, but really what it is, if you do want to bring a piece that you want to read out and get some feedback on from the audience, whoever's in attendance, it's a pretty good opportunity to do just that. After 9 p.m., we do have a sign up sheet that opens up, and if that's the open mic portion, last one was ridiculous. We had like 30 performers, we had 30 people reading poetry, and that's the dream right there. It was packed. We had so many people reading, and again, that's after 9. So if you guys are free, come check that out on Wednesday. That's at Proof and Press by UTEP. And then some other holiday stuff. Once again, I think instead of doing the last Thursday of the month at Old Sheepdog, we're gonna move a week beforehand, and that will be the 18th, I believe. And as always, that's hosted by Kit. Other stuff anyway. But if you want to follow us, check out our website, BWOMS.com. Follow us on social media, including our YouTube channel. And I want to make sure people are finding us. So again, I will welcome the link, Magic Mushroom Dreams. That's, yeah, what's going on? Hey. All right, so I'm a little distracted. I'm a little discombobulated. It's a little rough start, but we're going to go ahead and kick things off as we do many times before. Poets, singers, songwriters, instrumentalists share original pieces, covers. You know, you'll get the hang of it. But we're going to kick things off as we've done many times before in Denver, and that will be with Michael Sindler. So when you are ready, Mike, go ahead and take the stage. The mic is yours.
Yeah, hey Richie, hey
Hey.
everybody. Always great to see everybody. Super thing. And Doc's little background is just too cool. I am gonna put up my little sign for lighthouseriders.org, which is a really neat organization with all kinds of great classes and workshops and all that. So all you people out there in YouTube land, do it. Um, I'm gonna start with a new one called Failed State. The night of the green light, the poet who hated nature took away their drums, driving deeper into dystopia, making friend of defenestration. All the aphorisms in Esperanto call to the fools after the fall, unheeded and beheaded by the viral praying mantis. Supposedly delicious, I don't know. They make a martyr of a monster. They make dissent illegal. The fascists are winning. Tell me something I don't know. One thing I can tell you and know that it is true. A nation without immigrants is a failed state. Um, Moving right along. Just gonna pull this one that I haven't read in a while. I do have a reason, but I won't say. It's called A U-Shaped Hole, and the epigram. Every love story is a ghost story. David Foster Wallace. You are still in my heart. Look, it's a U-shaped hole right here. See it? I tried to fill it in. It doesn't work. Whatever and whoever, they just slip right out, fall away. It's like that stupid fairy tale slipper made to order, too precise a fit for any other foot. Why is that? My heart keeps beating, but there is a faint murmur, a flutter, a short stop, a pause for thought, an echo in the chamber. If you didn't know the sound, if you hadn't rested an ear to my chest so many times, if you were anyone else, you wouldn't notice, couldn't notice. It would seem as solid as any other, no missing form exposing sore muscle in each ventricle, chambers of sorrow, a temporal disorder, a custom cabinet, you could slip right back in it, ease into the warm welcome. But we know better. Your home is not here. This U-shaped hole, always available, always unfilled. And going to end with a tanka called Just by Being. Bummed about your haikus, Basho, Bushan, and Issa. Make it look easy. Geniuses can piss you off just by being fantastic. Okay, thank y'all.
Right. Uh, Anything you need to plug besides Lighthouse Writers?
Nah, I'm doing
Any
good.
features? Okay. All right. Well, thanks very much, Mike. Uh, Hi. I'm Kit. I also host this from time to time. She's had some family drop in, so he's a little bit distracted. Uh, but we're happy to be along for the ride with you. We're at we have contingency plans for our contingency plans. We're never out of control of the situation. That's the BWOMS promise. So coming up next to our stage, we're gonna bring it back to El Paso and bring up Ed Gonzalez. Ed, when you're ready, take it away.
Oh, okay. Hello everybody. Happy Monday. Also want to bring up the t-shirts. They come in multiple colors for the BWOM to support the BWOMs. And I want to say hello to the regulars and hello to all the YouTubers. And I'm gonna get right to it. I got actually two from Tumblewords, and I have two covers. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And if you're looking to charge up your writing. You can always step in on Tumble Words, 1 o'clock. Well, Mountain Time. Check it out. This one's entitled Wilderness. This is an apt title for this year and could be the one before. Then living by myself for a year and a half. And this past one, having 2 roommates, moving my stuff around and buying real furniture and folding up my foldable tables and chairs up and moving them. Real furniture is really heavy and not recommended for moving by yourself. My behavior needs very little tweaking, as I had manners and scruples slapped into me at a very young age. I will frequently bless and excuse myself for various noises and actions. Besides all that, it has been a good test for me and my ego for various religious affiliations. All right, move on to 2. It's my second one. My second Tumble Words. All things golden. My friend Ego was the first praised and given power by me, being born in April. So let Aries arise from the statue form and give me wings in my youth to disagree with naysayers, because how could Ed be wrong? Now in my 60s, I marvel at how my ego not let Ed down or be down. I laugh now. Ego has a different job now to offer opinions now. Ed knows his purpose and is focused on peace and service, making a home for all to enjoy and keeping all my toys in one room instead of strewn throughout the house. A chore now shared by my grandchildren, who also scatter their action figures on the floor of my office. Except now, their toys smell like sage and incense. Whoa. All right. And I got two short covers. The first one by the great Andrea Gibson. Instead of depression, try calling it hibernation. Imagine the darkness is a cave in which you will be nurtured by doing absolutely nothing. Hibernating animals don't even dream. It's okay if you can't imagine spring. Sleep through the alarm of the world. Name your hopelessness a quiet hollow, and a place you go to heal, a den you dug, sweetheart, instead of a grave. The great Andrea Gibson. And my final piece, I've been doing a lot of lyrics, working on my soundtrack stuff. This was entitled, this one is Losing It by the Professor Neil Peart, the drummer of Rush. The dancer shows her frantic pace in pain and desperation, her aching limbs and downcast face aglow with perspiration. Stiff as a wire, her lungs on fire with just the briefest pause, flooding through her memories, echoes of old applause. And she limps across the floor and closes her bedroom door. The writer stares at glassy eyes, defies the empty page. His beard is white, his face is lined and streaked with tears of rage. 30 years ago, how the words would flow with passion and precision. But now his mind is dark and dulled by sickness and indecision. He stares out the kitchen door where the sun will rise no more. Some are born to move the world and live their fantasies. Most of us just dream about things we'd like to be. Sadder still to watch it die than never have known it. The Professor Neil Peart. And also, I just want to end with gratitude for keeping Mondays great, to the BWOMS, to Richie and Kit, And make time, and as always, make time for yourself, even if it's just a few breaths or a few minutes every day for yourself. Self-care. And remember deep breaths, especially with family coming into town. It's a good thing. Peace and love.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Ed, and shout out to Kit for helping me out there at the end of the first set. I got a phone call. I had to run off. It was an important call. But yes, thank you, Mike Sindler. Thank you, Ed Gonzalez, for kicking off the mic. Again, if you're tuning in, welcome to our online mic. We are based out of El Paso, Texas. But as you'll see in just a few readers, we're going to be traveling all over the country, all over the world. But our next reader is also joining us from El Paso. You can find her books at several of the local bookstores, as well as Mouthfeel Press, and reading at our in-person open mics as well. It is Robin Schofield, always with the coolest fits. Robin, when you are ready, the stage is yours. Hello.
Hey, Richie. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday, or happy whatever day it is to you people in the future. And I hope everybody's having a good holiday season. Hanukkah starts next week, and Christmas is just around the corner. Anyway, I'm going to read a couple of rejections that I just got. And this one is called Crying in a Foreign Idiom. I heard a voice deceitful as a yellow wasp, so angry. I fed him to the spider bit by bit. My body became leatherweed in Big Bend. A herd of wild horses came to graze on blue grama grasses. My head was snowed in as I am winter in the desert mountains. My breast squirt out a river of stars in early spring. What a useless answer he gave me, to kneel before a known God, the one who fell to earth, the one who was born by a woman with large breasts, solid with milk. In her cape of blue stars, our mother and his, mumbling prayers in a stable, overjoyed and desperate. I can imagine walking over shallow water to get from one country to another, carrying enough coins to cover the eyes of the dead. I can tell you how blessed I am now, how fortunate, how happy. On Dia de los Muertos, we gather marigolds and remember old stories we told ourselves on nights the embers died early. Today, my foreign voice and your foreign hands stumble over the syllables we have shared. All right, and this one is called Crossroads, Paso del Norte. The border highway snakes around like the Rio Grande used to before it was straightened by concrete. La Equi, the big red X, stands in Juarez. Large flags droop on the Bridge of the Americas. The statue of Lincoln, tall, on the Mexican side. Oodles of traffic and carbon monoxide, a juggler, the vendor with big pralines, a kid with foam maps of Mexico. Someone slaps a tambourine, another wails and plucks a wooden guitar. I've been traveling all day and want that praline. Ándale pues, the vendor says. I've thought of this bridge that is so hard to cross, following in the footsteps of the many who had it harder. I'm just a passenger suddenly at the whim of U.S. Customs. Where did you go and why? I say, a poetry conference. He thinks I say, poultry conference. When I convince him that I'm a poet, not a chicken farmer, he asks me how much Xanax I'm smuggling. I show him my psychiatric meds, my poems, my books. I giggle nervously. He tells me I should take this international crossing more seriously. I think of the desperate people at the border, what little they carry. and even that is taken away when they cross the fences and razor wire at the approved checkpoints. The Border Patrol shot at an art exhibit near the Rio Bravo on the Mexican side, correctly perceiving art as a threat to their violence. And now I'm going to give out a little shout to Tumblewords, where I probably wrote those poems, even though they were rejected. I still think they're pretty good. And I happen to know who's going to be the presenter next week because it's me. And we're going to do another session on Rumi. And this time, though, it's going to be the older Rumi, Rumi the bereaved, Rumi the enlightened. And I just want to read this poem about Tumblewords particularly. And I want to confess that I wrote it in Tumblewords, but didn't read it out loud because the subject of it was sitting right there. Unlikely guy in the poetry workshop. He calls himself Twain, literary and laconic moniker, tall and Lincoln-esque, but unkempt, his hands caked with dirt as though he dug out of the grave just yesterday, smelling of it too, sending the young lesbians in black tivas into rants on their own mortality. Then he says the Etruscans had too many words for divination, haruspices, and sulfur, and mineral, and grit, and he's weeping about his ex and her son, but what could she do when she called and his furies answered in rhyme and meter? All of us understand the stagger of it as he voices what voices him in two tongues cursed and gifted, dry wit railing against the riddled world. When Donna asks, "Would you like to lead a workshop?" he replies, "Sure, if I'm not in jail." That was our Twain. We welcome everybody at Tumblewords. And if you want to hear Rumi in more than just sound bites, I'm going to read some Rumi right now by a new translator, Holly Lisa Ghaffori. Sufis arrive from the left and right, wandering door to door, alley to alley. Where is the wine? The heart is a door, the soul an alley, and the wine flows from God's jug. The cupbearer opens it, calls out, "Greetings, friends. To drink this wine is not a sin. To feel ecstasy is not a sin. Feeling guilt for feeling pleasure, that's your sin. That's your chain. Shatter it, tear it off. Then invite the Puritans over. Today is an invitation to ecstasy. Let them know. If they turn away, let them go. Let them judge. Let them talk. Let them smear your good name. You'll have less to guard. Lover, the eyes of lovers behold you. Your friend is the sea. I love how he ends on a riddle like that. So we'll be looking closely at a lot of Rumi at Tumblewords. Oh no, I didn't skip reading, Michael. I read something else. Yeah, I see Michael in the chat. So yeah, I read something else that I hastily scribbled down. So that's my confession. Back to you, Richie.
All right, thank you, Robin. And of course, as always, a great plug and preview for Tumblewords. If you guys are looking to get your writing down, go check out that long-running generative workshop series and be part of that. You can always write some great material from any session. As you'll see at these mics, where a lot of people bring stuff that they've written there, including Robin. What was I gonna say? I wanted to make another quick point here. my brain's just not in it. It's finals week, guys, so I'm like on the last thread here. But yeah, we're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna go ahead and go to South Euclid, Ohio, for our next performer. We have Doc Janning. Doc, when you are ready, go ahead and take it away. Hey.
Okay. This first piece is titled Ashling, which is an Irish word meaning a poetic dream or vision. In a dream of waking, a waking dream, a convergence of time, an invocation of sunrise flows o'er the horizon of day, across the soundscape of dawn. The sun ascends in golden brilliance, and a new day is born from the intimacy of infinity. The sun's light reflects and refracts from Earth's snowy blanket, a cold echo of its fiery heart, presaging, whispering, spring, amid visions of lighter, warmer days as the solstice nears, and poets dream, invoking visions of flowers. This is titled I Turn to You. A poet, I pour out poetry, poetry sent through me to the world. I proclaim its meaning, its knowledge, its wisdom, its beauty, its peace, as ancient as time, to those who listen, to those who seek. I turn to you, to the all of you, to the everywhere and every when of you. I ask nothing but a sharing. And I'm going to finish with ellipsis. Existence, being, a threshold, an awareness, felt in moments, reminds us of our quantum entanglement with others, with the multiverse, with infinite energies and the questions of life, an awakening of possibilities, of purpose, an alignment with the helix of time and the infinity of change. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Doc. Appreciate it as always. Any announcements as well? Anything you want to share too before we move on?
Nothing more than I shared earlier. Thank you.
All right, cool, perfect. Thank you, Doc. All right. If you guys are just tuning in and have found us, because we did have to kind of do an emergency last minute redirect stream. If you found us, well, welcome. I saw Sandy found us right away. As always, thanks for tuning in with us. It's always great to hear and to read your comments. If you are here, let us know you're listening in. Say hello in the chat. It's always nice to know people are listening. And again, anything that stands out to you from the performances, we love that kind of feedback. But we're going to go ahead and keep this thing going, and we're going to stop in Greenfield, Massachusetts, where we have some a cappella song / poetry from Storm, who's rocking the hat already. Storm, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you. And if you did not see the chat, I'm asking prayers for my daughter. She's currently in the ICU in medically induced sleep. On Saturday, she choked on a chicken nugget that lodged near her esophagus and was not able to be quickly removed, so she had some lack of oxygen to her brain and ended up with pneumonia in her lungs, and was alert and tested in the ER, and then they put her into a medically induced sleep. They sought to raise her out of it to take. Oh, and they put a breathing tube in and put it on a ventilator. They actually had to pull the ambulance off to the side of the road to do it. It was so necessary. And they sought to take her off the breathing tube today, and she was so sedated they couldn't raise her. So now they've taken away one of the sedation medicines, and they're going to see if they can get her to wake up tomorrow. And she's nonverbal autistic and severely mentally impaired, so she can't say anything of what's going on with her. So that sort of formed how I'm going to proceed tonight, because obviously I can't stop thinking about it. Older way. My death waits an older way, overgrown with briars and bushes, which some have rediscovered. I could read the print on the page, it would help. Older way. My death waits an older way overgrown with briars and bushes which none have rediscovered, though thousands have passed. I will enter and follow it through thickets and grapevines till I am so far in that I can't see out and have forgotten which direction I originally came from. Then I shall lie down in an abandoned orchard on grass prepared by centuries of deer resting. As I sleep, the air will grow cold and crystalline, pushing breath from my lungs, forming a chrysalis around me, till I awake no more. Asleep, asleep, he hears the cries of whales sounding out their miseries, and views the earth from the back of migrating butterflies. Asleep, he smiles, thinking of Sundays that dwarf mountains and of building skyscrapers with decks of cards. Asleep, he doesn't notice the days passing, the anguished faces or poking hands. Asleep, he feels safe like he used to only after drinking heavily and popping handfuls of pills. Asleep, he finally thirsts for nothing more. Into forest primeval. When the deer come to feed from your hand and the birds sing your arrival, then I will know it's time to join you, dancing in meadows, laughing, running, embracing, lying quietly together. Together we will raise the sun. Angels come and gather around this little bed. Lay your loving fingers upon this child's head. Send her joy and blessings. Send her peace and light. Let her know she's precious in the morning and the night. Angels come and gather around this little child. Brush away her teardrops, fill her life with smiles. Let the whole world love her the way I do tonight. Keep her safe and simple, beautiful and bright. Angels come and gather, angels come and sing. Guide me as her father to do the best each day. Guide me as her father to do my best always. Angels come and gather, angels come and stay. Guide me as her father to do the best each day. Guide me as her father to do my best always. Guide me as her father to do my best always. And my cover, I got a good hat for. What's a good hat? Here's a good hat. Mary Oliver. I worried a lot. Will the garden grow? Will the rivers flow in the right direction? Will the earth turn as it was taught? And if not, how shall I correct it? Was I right? Was I wrong? Will I be forgiven? Can I do better? Will I ever be able to sing? Even the sparrows can do it, and I am well, hopeless. Is my eyesight fading, or am I just imagining it? Am I going to get rheumatism, lockjaw, dementia? Finally, I saw that worrying had come to nothing and gave it up and took my old body and went out into the morning and sang. All the other poems were mine. The last one's Mary Oliver. And the song was mine.
All right. Yes, thank you. As always, please feel free to share your links in the chat.
Yep. Daily antidote of songs, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 12 noon. Somebody comes from somewhere in the world, sings one or more songs, gets interviewed. Great community. And People's Music Network of Songs of Freedom and Struggle, 45 years old, 340 plus members. Check us out, peoplesmusic.org. More information in the chat about both of them.
All right. Thank you, Storm, and we'll keep her in our thoughts there. Follow up with you on that. Okay, so we're doing something different here that we don't do too often, but I'm gonna tag out here, and a little tag team action on the co-host bit. You already got a glimpse of them earlier, but I have some guests in town that I don't want to disturb by being out too late doing streaming and hosting and all that. And so Kit will graciously step in today as host. He's done it before. So without further ado, here's Mr. Mother Night Kit Ren to take over on host. Yo, hey.
Hey, thank you, Richie, for trusting me with the keys at a late junction. To spare me the embarrassment of introducing myself, I'll just do my set and then we'll go on with the list. I believe just set will be next. But I'll just do what I was planning to do anyway, which is two of mine and a cover. It's not that hard a system. But in my dream, Rihanna was upset with me. We were at the same high-end social gathering. They had champagne, they had caviar, they had those little sandwiches that are rolled up like pinwheels. And I was about to unroll one and eat it like a ham and romaine fruit by the foot when Rihanna made a scene and told me to get out. And I did, because it came to me within the dream as a memory. She was right. I had, after all, called off our engagement and not explained my reasoning. I thought I was holding her back. I thought she needed to be free. As I mentioned, I had not said any of this to her. She was left with the impression that I was just a flake. Another self-important jackass. She was through with poets. I was not in a position to argue. I know how it looked. How I looked. With 2 feet of ham dangling from my mouth like an aardvark's tongue. The bar is playing Rihanna, and the bartenders were children when SOS came out, and I am full of regret over things that never happened. Choices I wasn't presented with, not even within the convoluted timeline of the dream. I'm sorry, Dream Rihanna. I was trying to do the right thing. That's fun. I like that one. I haven't taken the hiking trail less than 1,000 feet from me in quite some time. I took to the isolation of COVID like a duck to a saucepan in a honey glaze. But like riding, dog sitting occasionally turns old hobbies into duties that I must fulfill. The 2 dogs led me down a canyon in Rim Road. It looked like I was trespassing in a painting. But I never lost myself fully in nature. I always had, in my sightline, fixed like a compass, the pickleball court of the obnoxious house to the right of my clients. Civilization, if that's what you want to call it, is winning. If that's what you want to call it. The calmer and larger of the 2 dogs stays below in the wilded half of the 2-tiered backyard, contemplating peacefully. As we and the more rambunctious dog continue climbing to the house. As I touch the back door, my phone starts playing a podcast about professional wrestling, embarrassing me in front of my amicable ex. Why am I embarrassed? She's seen everything and she still wants to be friends. What's left for me to do? I want the willful composure of the dogs. I swear to you, I used to have it. And it's a new one I'm working on. Latest iteration of it. When Carrie called to let me know her brother was gone, I already knew. When I answered the phone, already sobbing, she was at least spared from having to say it again. I think there's a part of me that felt gratified that I was on the to-do list. I do not like this part of me, the part that keeps score, the part that revels in love, that dips its fingers into the byproducts of love, rude and unsanitary. Whether it is putting me down or picking me up, I find it troubling. That part of me would dare say to the rest of me, isn't it beautiful that she let you know? Isn't shared grief beautiful? No, I don't think it is. But the necessary things don't have to be beautiful. Love is not a purely aesthetic experience. You cannot opt out of the obligations that other people feel towards you. Your others will never believe you when you talk about how small you are. And for my cover poem, Richie, Richie mentioned that this is finals week, and that's one of many things on his mind. So we're going to do what I usually do during finals week, dedicated to all the teachers and some of the students. This is Robert Frost by George Bilger. Over there on the dining room table are just 25 of the thousands of essays on the poetry of Robert Frost produced this week alone in the USA. The world leader in essays on Robert Frost. The essays are about ambiguity in the road not taken, and also ambiguity in stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Every year, the English majors of America must read these poems and analyze their ambiguity, or compare and contrast their ambiguity in 5 double-spaced pages. And the English teachers of America must read these pages and determine whether they are incisive or not incisive. I'm one of those teachers. I try to do my share. Because if we don't do this, if Frost's ambiguity is not discussed, and if these discussions are not assessed and then finally graded, well, what's the point of all this? What are we doing here? Therefore, I must walk over to the dining room table and determine whether the essays are incisive or not incisive. And yet 2 days have passed, an entire weekend, and it's Sunday evening. I'm having a glass of wine, soju actually, and the essays on ambiguity and the poetry of Robert Frost remain unassessed by me. And this is getting very serious. Oh, that is unpleasant. Okay. All right. So thank you all very much. Thank you for joining us here, the Barbed Wire Open Mic Series Stay at Home Open Mic. Good. For 5.5 years, we've been keeping this going strong. We've developed friends all over the country, all over the world. And coming up next, we're going to go to someone who's very well traveled and has been all over, and they're currently residing in El Paso. We're real happy to hear from them here. So everyone, please welcome Gisette to our stage. Gisette, when you're ready.
Hi, everyone. This poem is called Loving the World Too Much. When I realized I loved the world too much, I finally understood why my heart bruises so easily, why injustice feels personal, why suffering feels familiar, why joy makes me cry harder than sadness ever has. I love the world in a way that doesn't make sense to people who've never lived between lives. I feel the hum of the earth beneath my feet, the pulse of people's emotions before they speak, the ache of animals as if their pain were mine. It's overwhelming. Mi corazón demasiado grande, mon âme trop ouverte, but also beautiful in a way that defies language. When I love like running eagle charging into battle, ferocious, fearless, full-hearted. When I love like Jeanne praying through fire, pure, unwavering, divinely stubborn. And yes, there were times I wished I loved less, times I begged the universe to dull the empathy, to soften the intuition, to quiet the ache. But the truth is, my tenderness is why I'm still here. My compassion is my compass. My sensitivity is my strength. I don't love the world too much. I love it exactly as deeply as I was built to. My next poem is called The Ancestors Stepped Forward. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I don't do that as often as I wish. When the ancestors stepped forward, I felt it in my spine first. A shiver, a pulse, a rising heat, like fire waking up. They didn't appear in visions, not at first. They came as knowing, as clarity, as guidance that felt older than language. Running Eagle stood tall behind me. I knew her before I named her. Her strength lived in my legs, her courage in my lungs, her rebellion in my heartbeat. Jeanne whispered through my dreams, soft but unyielding, a flame that flickered, but never went out. Her faith lived in my intuition, her certainty in my voice, her fire in my purpose. And then there were the others, the Blackfoot healers, the Cajun survivors, the French nomads, the names lost to time, but spirit alive in my blood. They gathered not to claim me, but to remind me who I already was. You are the continuation, they said. You are the bridge. You are the one who transforms what we could not. Mi lineaje es fuerza, mon héritage est guérison. My ancestry is a map, and I walk it with reverence. And then my next poem, my last poem for tonight, is called Finally Trusting My Own Vision. When I finally trusted my own vision, everything sharpened, colors brightened, synchronicity multiplied, dreams became instructions instead of chaos. For so long I questioned myself, was it intuition or imagination? Wisdom or anxiety? Premonition or trauma? The world taught me not to believe myself, to doubt my knowing, to silence my sensing, to call my insight overreacting. But the truth is, my vision has always been clear. My dreams have always been prophecy. My instincts have always been accurate down to the bone. I wasn't confused. I was conditioned to distrust my own brilliance. Hasta que un día, in a moment bright as lightning, I saw everything for what it was. The visions weren't madness. The dreams weren't random. The intuition wasn't fear. It was guidance. It was lineage. It was spirit. It was me. Now I trust what I feel. I trust what I see. I trust what I hear beneath silence. My vision is not curse, it is a calling, and I answer it with a steady heart. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Patricia. Great set. Thank you for joining us. All right. So we're gonna. This mic has poetry and music and contributors from all around the world. And so up next, we're going to go to Germany. We're going to go to a great singer, great songwriter, who's from El Paso, but he joins us from his home in Germany whenever he can. We always look forward to it. So please welcome Luis Camberos. Luis, when you're ready.
Hey kid, how's it going?
Going good, my man.
All right, man. Happy to hear. I'm gonna sing a song by Jeanette and another Christmas song. Ni una simple sonrisa y un poco de luz en sus ojos profundos, ni siquiera reflejo de algún pensamiento que alegra su mundo. Hay tristeza en sus ojos, hablando, callando y bailando conmigo. Una perla lejana que llega a mi alma y el ser cariño. El muchacho de los ojos tristes vive solo, necesito amor, como el aire necesita verme, como solo necesito yo. El muchacho de los ojos tristes ha encontrado al fin la razón para hacer lo que se miraría, con mis besos y mi gran amor. su nombre conozco, ya sé que volver a encontrarme en las salas. En sus ojos de otoño, dormir poco a poco, olvidando las horas. Yo pretendo saber por qué extraño razón hoy sus ojos no ríen. Yo pretendo lograr con ternura y amor en sus ojos felices. El muchacho de los ojos tristes vive solo, necesito amor, como el aire necesita verme, como solo necesito yo. El muchacho de los ojos tristes ha encontrado al final razón para hacer lo que se miraría con mis besos y mi gran amor. El muchacho de los ojos tristes vive solo, necesito amor, como el aire necesita verme, como solo necesito yo. The snow's coming down, I'm watching it fall, watching the people around. Baby, please come home. The church bells in town, they're ringing a song. Oh, what a happy sound. Baby, please come home. They're singing deck the halls, but it's not like Christmas at all. I remember when you were here, all the fun we had last year. If there was a way, I'd hold back these tears, but it's Christmas Day. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. They're singing deck the halls, but it's not like Christmas at all. I remember when you were here, all the fun we had last year. Pretty lights on a tree, I'm watching them shine. You should be here with me. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. If there was a way, I'd hold back these tears, but it's Christmas Day. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home.
Oh, shoot. I totally messed that one up, but it's all good. Hey, Kit, thanks for hosting. For everyone else, I hope everyone has a good rest of the night. Thanks, Kit, for everything.
Well, thank you for showing up. Thank you for playing. That is my favorite Christmas carol. And we don't plan these things out, so you had no way of knowing that. So that was just a special little treat. So yes, Luis Camberos, look him up on SoundCloud, wherever it is that you get your music for free, you freeloaders. We're gonna move on now. Gonna bring it back to the United States, back to the Southeast, back to the Southwest, rather, I suppose. But we're going down to Louisiana, where the alligators grow so mean, in Bossier City, and we're going to visit with someone who hasn't been here in a few months, but we're real happy to have him back. Everyone, please welcome Not Nito to our digital stage. When you're ready, bud.
Hey Kit, how you doing? How you doing, everybody? Thank you for having me. BWOMS, Richie, everybody. I want to say what a great show. Wow. And you didn't mess up, by the way. The last artist, you did not mess up. That was fire. I'm gonna do some hip hop. A song called Manifest, and let's just see how it goes. It's gonna be one of my 3rd or 4th times performing it without reading from script or anything. So let's see how I do. I don't sing or anything, but here we're gonna go. Yes, Lord, I'm blessed. Deep breath, manifest, success, dress to impress, obsessed, decompress, baby steps, never me quit, God's gift, obvious, oh yes, never me quit, turn up, all the way up. It's stuck, run up a check, how about that, call back, I don't wanna talk, 100%, 100%, 100%, never me quit, couldn't walk a mile in my shoes, swear to God, walk through the fire if I have to, let it burn. The fuck I'ma listen to you for? You just trying to crush my dreams like a crouton. You thought you stupid if you think I'm trying to prove you wrong. Cast the melodies inside your head with brute force. Bring it the vibe, hoping the vibe. What you looking for? Keep on looking for. Promise not tomorrow. Blessing in the mind. Push us behind. Crooked neck encrusted in diamonds. On a quest like tribe. Vibrant. Bring peace and love across the land. Me and you are the same. Nothing less than the man. Listen up. Can we not keep up watching? Never giving up. God's gift. Obvious, oh yeah, never me quit, turn up, all the way up, it's stuck, run up a check, how about that, call back, talk, 100%, almost kept 100%, 100%, never me quit. Invested so much in my soul, love it too much to let go. Everyone telling me no, but I know that I'm ready to go. Evolution, I switch up the flow. Exotic, born abroad, feel I deserve an applaud. I'm a healer, believe in the Lord, never me quit. God's gift, obvious, oh yes, never me quit. Turn up, all the way up. It's never me quit. Okay, so that was Manifest Me Quit. It's more of a positive song. I'm still practicing writing, distinguishing, separating 100% positive without including my desires. If you were paying attention, I included like wanting money, blessings, you know, and things of that nature. So it's like, it's a mix of emotion, but for me, it's also, you could see my confusion as to how to, I want to manifest these great things, but we live in a material world where unfortunately without finances, we can't do too much or have a quality life that we all may deserve. So I felt like I had to incorporate that in this message for me because sometimes we're not valued as a person. We feel unvalued, and we just need people like we don't gotta answer the phone all the time. We make ourselves unavailable sometimes because if they're not appreciating us, why do we need to make ourselves available for them? And then once they get that message, I feel like our worth is more important, not only to ourselves, but they can see that we mean business. Like, I'm not a game, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a human being just like anybody else. You may be more talented than me, you may have more money than me, but we bleed the same, we breathe the same air, we share the same space, man. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm done talking. I want to say to Storm, I heard you. I have my compassion for you. I'm pretty sure everything will be good, and yeah, much love, man. I'm gonna hop off this video because I have anxiety too. I don't like being on camera. You see my eyes were closed the whole time. But yeah, man, I love y'all, man. Peace.
All right. Well, thanks very much, Tito. Thank you for performing, and thanks for the talk, sharing your thinking, sharing the nuances of that song. And yes, it's very devastating news from Storm, and we all are hoping for a good resolution there. Yes, thank you very much. Thanks again, Nito. And now we're going to stay in. We're gonna bring it back to the home state, Texas, but we're gonna bring it back to the home river, the Rio Grande. But we're gonna be just a little bit down that river, down where down in Laredo, with a little bit of California flavor brought to us from Matthew Discovia. So Matthew, when you're ready.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Honestly, you all are freaking phenomenal. I'm trying to work on my censorship, but you all are freaking phenomenal. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Kit, you're amazing. Richie, you're amazing. Storm, Dan, Robin, and Josette, all of y'all killed it. Okay, I'm just gonna share two pieces. They're both acapella based. My singing voice is not up to par compared to the rest of y'all. But anyway, and if I do have a little bit of time afterwards, I'm just going to share a quick little quote that I wrote that's new. No bar intended there. Let's keep this rolling. Open mic, barbed wire. Okay. Wait, hold on. I pray the Lord could save me before I go crazy. I don't want you to hate me. I don't want you to hate me. My shadow's consuming me lately. No to save me. Down inside myself. You can't save me. Now, see, I know some of us are feeling the devil's scorn, but when it comes to my child, I put my back against the storm. My frustration shouldn't make any baby regret the day that they were born. Is my reality only pretend? I know I messaged him. Did that message even send? Did that message even send? I feel like rap with greed, 7 deadly sins. Respect boundaries, provide privacy, live by the truth. It's the easiest thing to do. Repent and represent everything your siblings mean to you. I tell my son the ball's in your court, so keep your game face strong. And now he's in the store trying Jordan's on. Yeah, he's goodness and he's gracious. And we're over here, we're all too average. We're way too average to settle for basic. It's funny how doubt can convince you to be complacent. I've been biting tongue and cheek and tongue on hard times where I couldn't be easy and I couldn't say. I hate the fact that my dark side and my son have a stronger relation. If I'm the spirit bomb, then without a doubt, I have a tonic. Detonation. Sorry, I messed up the part of. I'm drowning in myself. You can't save me. I don't want you to hate me. Don't break yourself to save me. I'm gonna make you back safely. I pray the Lord to come save me. Darkness make my soul vacant. I pray to God to come save me. But once again, I'm still working on the flow for that piece and kind of transition into this piece called Light versus Dark. All right, here we go. Yo, I'm in the cut like a surgeon. Screw your internet perception. I'm not what you expecting. I'm a very different person. I'm powerfully expressive. On why I be hurting. My poems be having reach like their sermons. Yeah, I'm calm on the surface. Inside, I'm anxious and I'm nervous. I'm sick of stupidity. That makes me allergic. Nobody's understand how much I'm determined. Still soul searching to find my purpose. Trying to find these takes to fit these mother loving words. And innocent, then I don't deserve it. You feel all that BS because none of this words can for the better can worsen. No, no, for the better can worsen. No, no. I put that on having you bucket the step and you nothing in person is fighting for my attention. You must be desperate. I'm imperial before I'm destined. You puzzle me like Tetris, wanting to be in my life. Oh, you invested? Think we're destined? Screw that. I'd rather accept the death wish. Who are you? Who am I? What's my purpose? Stay away from evil. Your energy reminds me of my enemies, and I cannot vibe. Just enough in this verse, wherever I arrive. Suicide to my dark side. Kill it off before it gets to mine. I don't need friends. I don't want friends. I'm trying to dissolve in activities assumed by my productivity. Just to put it simply, most of you offend me. Before you screw me over or convince me that you're friendly, y'all be on stupid shit, Ren and Stimpy. I might have to choke slam a fool, throw a fool down at the big show like Mark Henry. And honestly, that's all I wrote for that piece. I was trying to keep that flow going, but kind of hard to go back and forth between the high and the low there. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm still working on it. And just moving the most part, guys, live every day in positivity, peace, and prosperity. I promise you and ensure you a great and longer life. And I just want you all to know I'm proud that you all utilize your time to seek this as therapy. We all could be doing anything else with our time, but we all decided to come here and basically turn this into a virtual Grammys. Y'all did this. Y'all are making this amazing, and I honestly wish nothing more for you guys but endless success. And I hope the things that you fail in life, yeah, I'm saying the only thing I hope that you fail in life is I hope you fail at being a disappointment, and I hope you fail at removing your essence if it ever comes to your mind. Keep living. You're more important than you think. Back to you, Kid and Richie. Y'all can listen to me tonight all night, right?
All right.
Later.
Okay. Thanks very much, Discovia. And thanks for the expert news anchor cutback. That was all around great performance, all around charismatic. All right. So, Washington, D.C. is paradise to me. It's not because of the cherry trees. It's because of my buddy Eddie. So, we're going to kick it to Ed Poetastic, who's got some jokes and poems for us. You know the deal. Eddie, when you're ready.
Thank you, my bro. Like no other words like thunder. Woo! Hello, everyone. My name is Ed Potato. Hope feeling fantastic. Please give him time so I could draw my rhyme for all you feel sublime. I got 20 jokes, 3 poems, so I would take too much time. You ready, kid?
Oh, I'm ready.
You're always a smashing hit. All right. How did the snow globe feel at Christmas?
I don't know. How did the snow globe feel at Christmas?
A little shaken.
Oh no.
Why is it so cold at Christmas?
I don't know. I'm by no means am I a weather scientist. Why is it so cold at Christmas?
Because it's December. Why do mummies love Christmas?
I don't know. And why do mothers love Christmas?
There's so much wrapping.
Oh, mummies. Okay. I misunderstood you.
What did one Christmas ornament said to the other?
Completely ruined your joke. I'm sorry. What did the Christmas ornament say to the other one?
Let's hang out.
Oh, well, that's nice. You know, a good work atmosphere like that. That's good.
What did the wise men say after they offered up their gifts of gold and frankincense?
I don't know it. What did they say after the gold and frankincense were offered up?
Wait, there's myrrh.
Yeah.
How do you invite Santa to a party?
Oh, well, he'd be good at parties. Gets everyone happy. How do you get Santa to get to your party?
You request his presence.
I see.
What did one cranberry say to the other at Christmas?
I don't know. What did one cranberry say to the other?
'Tis the season to be jelly.
Ha 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 ha.
Why do elves like Miss Claus so much?
I heard some rumors about this, but why do the elves love Mrs. Claus so much?
She slays.
Oh. Look up Mrs. Claus's kimono by the drive-by truckers.
What do you call an elf wearing earmuffs?
What do you call an elf wearing earmuffs?
Anything you want. He won't be able to hear you.
That's right. I can take advantage of the situation.
What do you get if you cross a snowman and a dog?
I don't know. What do you get when you cross a snowman and a dog?
Frostbite. Why did the tree go to the barber?
Why did the tree go to the barber?
It needed a trim.
Oh. Yeah, that's where you go. That's true.
What's an elf's favorite musical genre?
I don't know. What do elves listen to? What do elves
Rap music.
Of course. Oh, I should have seen that coming. This is my fault. This is my fault, this feeling.
'Tis the season to be jolly. Why are Christmas trees bad at knitting?
I don't know it. Why are Christmas trees bad at knitting?
They always drop their needles.
Oh, can't be having that.
What do you give a snowman with a fever?
Uh-oh. I don't know. What do you give a snowman with a fever?
A chill pill. Why did the reindeer take up boxing?
I don't know, Ed. Why did the reindeer take up boxing?
He wanted to be a very heavy slave weight. Slave weight?
I don't think
Like
that's
heavyweight, but slave weight?
Okay.
What did one snowman say to the other who was complaining?
I don't know. What did the snowman say to his complaining companion?
Don't worry, you'll melt under pressure.
He's just making it worse.
Why is December such a cool month?
Why is December such a cool month?
Because it has burr in the name.
Oh, that's right. We've been over this.
What do you call Santa when he takes a break?
Oh, what do you call Santa when he takes a break?
Santa Paws.
Santa Paws. Goodness.
Why did the elf go to school?
I don't know. Why did the elf go to school?
To improve his alphabet.
His alphabet. Okay.
What did Frosty's girlfriend give him when she was mad at him?
I don't know. What did Frosty's girlfriend do when she was mad at him?
The cold shoulder.
Oh, you hate that.
Hope it didn't chill the mood. Thank you, Kit. You are a smashing hit.
All right. You always keep it warm, Ed. Take
care. Thank you. I keep warm because this is the wonderful, stupendous, magnificent open mic that makes our money light in the wonderful, fantastic spotlight. But I got 3 poems. The first one is, what's in the box? What's in the box? I don't really know. What's in the box? Could it be long ago? What's in the box? A note that says hello? What's in the box? Something old or maybe new? What's in the box? A tiny baby crow? What's in the box? A funny wiggly tattoo? What's in the box? Oh, no. What's in the box? A shiny pair of shoes? What's in the box? Some lights that lost their glow? What's in the box? 1 or maybe 2? What's in the box? A tutu, pink and small? What's in the box? Flowers big and tall? What's in the box? Glue that sticks like stew? What's in the box? A color, red, green, or blue? What's in the box? A banjo out of tune? What's in the box? A puzzle with canoes? What's in the box? A secret bit of cargo? What's in the box? Something wild, maybe taboo? What's in the box? It's a bride to spin your view? What's in the box? It's waiting just for you. Thank you. And this other one is called A Grinchy Day. The sun is too bright. Toss away the clock. These sheets are so tight. My body feels like a rock. Everything's not all right. A sound, knock, knock, knock. So I'm looking for a fight. The door, why is there so many locks? Mail, give me that. Forget being polite. No, sir, you kissed my box. You enjoy that? Get out of my sight. Dumb, stupid clock going tick-tock. I'm trying to eat with all my might. Wait, no tea or coffee in stock. This day is so crazy and not right. Even my stove is refusing to ignite. Time to see boring sights. It's mad. So what? All right. Okay, despite. Why is the sky so bright and white? Why is my jacket so little and tight? Why are those kids flying stupid droids and kites? No more happy, sappy activities in my hindsight. Being grumpy is my passion and birthright. I drink the bitter bad and toss away the delights. Seeing a peaceful moment spoiled my appetite. I wish I could rain down thunderstorms with spite. This sunshine, flowers, and butterflies really bites. I love pure darkness than boring pale white. I love taking out the bulbs and everyone's lights. I love seeing fights, firefights, and bullfights. I love setting fireworks in the dead of midnight. Why am I so crabby, grouchy, uptight? Why should I tell you? Have a grumpy night. And the last one is called The Inner Thread. The needle pulling thread, the thread inside our head, the sewing of our blanket with our trusty pointy hatchet. We quickly go in and out. The patterns make us shout. Why do we do it? Matter of fact, why do we hide away the black? Why do we cut away mistakes? Why do we banish all the lakes? Why do we patch up ugliness? Why do we cover the abyss? Stitching away won't change it. Why do we treat your pit like it's it? We always cover the shadows. In the darkness, it's a meadow. Not all memories are pleasant, but that doesn't make us less intelligent. Everything has a dark side, yet still, it was a joyous ride. Everything is bittersweet, but how else can we be complete? The fabric is a puzzle of you. It's sewn with red, green, and blue. If you haven't experienced it, how can you doze in life's kiss? Things aren't always good. Everything wears a coat or a hood. Don't condemn your painful past. Your good times can still last. Don't hide your hideous gain. There's no progress without pain. It's not a grotesque tapestry. It's a cloth made from mastery. Please wear your quote with admiration. May it be education to the next generation. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Ed. And what else? What else do you want the folks to know?
Well, I want the folks to know that never stop your glow and never stop your flow. And come this wonderful, stupendous, magnificent open mic that makes our Moonlight so light in the wonderful, fantastic spotlight. All right, but if you want to follow me, please feel free. My face is Eddie Foreman and my IG, please DM me. But anyway, hope everyone still spew the wonder words out of your chest. Never stop being your best and never stop wearing your words with your best. And never stop spewing the words inside your chest. Never stop being your best. And remember, life is not a contest. Remember that you're more important than you ever know. Don't stop your glow and never stop your flow. If you don't know, now you know. I love this show. And happy Christmas.
All right. Thank you, Eddie. And it's a machine. What can you say? Spreading good cheer. All right. So real quick before we close out tonight, just want to say hello to the people in the chat, to Sandy joining us once again, to Annette Velasquez, who was a fixture among writing events about 5 or 6 years ago. Real great to see her again. And but we're coming to the end of our programming tonight, and there's only one way we can ever close one of these. We got to call up the bullpen and put in the old right-hander. So here he comes, ready or not, Dan the man. Dan, when you're ready. Can I unmute or just... Here you go.
Okay, yeah, I'm here. Okay, how's everybody doing tonight? Huh? Like this background tree? Yeah, it looks like as you can see, it is the Christmas tree is a place to be. That was San Antonio, Texas a few years back. Yeah, cool. Well, no, I'm sorry we couldn't get the top of the tree, but oh well. Okay. Well, what hard luck. It's like, what hard luck. Yeah. What a tough luck last because there's one was a tire of it's always flat. No one is so go lat. Always a flat, and there's always like a pain in the back. Yeah, over the weekend I was forced to miss out on 2 wrestling tapes. No wonder it's always a heavy takes. Yeah, can't believe it because of the stupid flat tire. No wonder it's so higher. There's no desire to hire. Not a big fire. Flat tire. Ruined my weekend. It doesn't make sense with a hat thing. It did. Oh, sorry. Was I mumbling? Darn it. Well, all the tire was shred. No wonder the lowest of a flat tire to spread, even though all thing was dread. And my weekend was bled. Oh well. No one how to say how hard, but my weekend was a dud. Okay. I hope it doesn't interfere. I hope it doesn't interfere what I need to do before I leave, because there's a lot of things I gotta do before I leave. All right. Okay, guys. It's just beginning, and see this Christmas tree. It's still a place to be. Always the lighting and always the nighting. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay, Kit. Let's tell Richie to call it a night.
Right, man. But first, I got some announcements. If that's okay with you. I have your go ahead. It's important to me.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, cuz tomorrow night our standing engagement downtown on Tuesday will take us to Mona Bar of Modern Art. That's a bit rowdy. That's the Wild West Bar, as I sometimes call it. It's the last place where comedians are still allowed to come by. They don't come by anymore because they're scared. They're just not up to the task. And then ooh, he talking shit. And then Wednesday night, one of our favorite events on the calendar is our Writers' Night at Proof and Press, hosted ably by our friend Candace. We get people started with a little writing exercise, and then people bring in their works in progress, and we all have a talk about them. We use what's called the Liz Lerman method for workshopping. It's very focused on what the person actually wants to get out of the piece and improve. It's a very affirming, it's a very productive environment. Like, if you're scared, don't be scared. We're all buddies. We're all friends. We all want the same thing. And then at the end, there's an open mic, and they're slinging drinks all night. They make some very good cocktails down there at Proof and Press. They also have NA beers and mocktails for the teetotalers amongst you. And some flatbread pizzas if you're just hungry. So Writers' Night, Proof and Press, great way to spend your Wednesday night. Then Thursday, not this Thursday, but the next Thursday, December the 18th. That's our that's our monthly mic at Old Sheepdog Brewery out in Central, the wonderful place that Gus and company have created. We're real happy to be with them. They were the first venue we got when things opened back up in 2021. There's a bit of sentimental value at this point. 4 years, yeah, they've been real good to us. I hope we've been real good to them. And they're always trying new things with the beers. They're always cooking something up. It's a lot of fun. So BWOMS has all sorts of things going on in El Paso. And of course, we also have the stay-at-home open mic going on every Monday. Geez, what is the next milestone? Because we did a little something for our 200 show. That was a while ago. I'll have to count them up in the morning, see where we are. Sure, we're on to something big. But yes, this will be 2026 will be year 6 of doing this. It's been wonderful. It's been fruitful. It's been productive. Love so much of the people that I've discovered through this mic. Okay. So do you want me to hand it back to you, Richie, or do you just want to close it out?
Yeah, I'll close it out. I mean, you kind of got down with the announcements there. Follow us on social media if you have not had a chance to do so. If you just type in Barbed Wire Open Mic, we will show up. We primarily use Instagram, but of course this YouTube channel, Facebook. If you use Facebook, we do create event pages there. And we just started a TikTok. Hey, we got young blood in the team, and she suggested of TikTok, so we're going to be trying that stuff as well. But thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to be, as always, after the online show, we have a little bit of an after party where we hang out, kick it, share ideas until each one of us drops like flies to slumber. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday for the online mic. My name is Rich. Thanks again to Kit. Shout out to everyone today who read and performed and sang.